knowing him as I know him, and he's one of the greatest men I've ever met in my life, and my best friend, and great father to my children, I just thought, I don't understand in this day and age how people can make salacious lies up, and how the media actually then write about it, and then follow on with it, because I just don't understand. This is defamation of character of a person that is the opposite to how he's being portrayed. So Buckingham Palace put out a denial, and
on his behalf.
On his behalf, and that's how it works within the royal family. And they stand by that denial. There's nothing more to be said. And I think it is just shockingly accusatory lies, which I won't stand by.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, of course, she's defending her ex-husband, and she's talking about the accusations against Prince Andrew with regard to the Jeffrey Epstein affair, the billionaire in Florida who allegedly had underage girls presented to Prince Andrew, among others. Joining us now is Dickie Arbiter. He is royal commentator, former press secretary to Queen Elizabeth II, and author of such a revealing, wonderful book, On Duty with the Queen, My Time as a Buckingham Palace Press Secretary. Dickie, I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to talk to you, sir.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Well, my pleasure. All right, what's your response to these accusations against Prince Andrew?
Well, Buckingham Palace has strenuously denied and they are allegations, and let's not forget they are allegations. I believe actually they're allegations by association. The man rather stupidly was seen in Central Park in 2011 walking alongside Jeffrey Epstein, shortly after he had come out of jail, having served 13 months on a charge of being a paedophile, and that was a pretty stupid thing to do. But I believe these charges they're alleged, and they are by association. I don't believe there's any foundation for them.
Okay, so you dispute the fact that that he, that the accusations that he was down there with Epstein many times, and the specific charges from Virginia Roberts, who's now 30, that says when she was 17, she was a sex slave to Epstein, and she claims that she bathed with Prince Andrew in a London townhouse and then had sex with him following a night of dancing. Again, you believe that these are all just made up as you indicated?
Well, you made the point just now. Is making claims that this happened, and it's a sort of one accusing the other and the other one defending against the other. And I think we've got to see hard evidence of this. Maybe they did meet in London. Maybe they did meet elsewhere. Yes, he certainly went away, and that was well recorded in photographs in our newspapers, maybe in your newspapers. Having gone away with Jeffrey Epstein. Again, I reiterate that these are allegations, I think and believe quite strongly, by association and by nothing more.
Right, and I just want to clear up, Mr. Arbiter, when you say maybe they did meet in London and maybe they did meet in other places, you're referring to Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew, or the girl?
Well, if he was with Jeffrey Epstein, then maybe the girls were there in the same company. You don't know, I don't know. It's her word against Prince Andrew.
Right. What is the role of we heard from the in the soundbite that we played that Buckingham Palace puts out a statement and then that's it. Do you foresee that there will be more statements coming from the prince, his spokespeople, the Queen, her spokespeople, or the royal family at all?
Well, the spokespeople are one, and that's the Buckingham Palace Press Office. I think they've said all they're going to say. Prince Andrew has obviously been in negotiation with his legal people. They have ticked all the boxes. They have presumably got categorical denials from him that he was in underage sex, otherwise they wouldn't have put out the statement. There has been no complaint, and I do emphasise there has been no complaint to Scotland Yard, to our police force here. And if there's no complaint, there's nothing to investigate. If there is a complaint, then our police will investigate that complaint. But so far, there has been nothing.
Let me just ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how big a deal is this for the royal family, do you believe? From a public relations point of view, a legal point of view, everything encompassed in one.
Well, the royal family is pretty big. I mean, let me say, if there's an accusation against a member of your president's family, is it a reflection on the president? No, it isn't. You cannot hold the president for account for what happens in the rest of his family. And you cannot hold the Queen to account for what happens with her second eldest son. So it really is an issue between Prince Andrew and his accusers, with his legal team fighting on his behalf, and the rest of the family is not involved.
Dickie Arbiter, and folks, again, the book, if you can only imagine what it's like to be a press secretary for the Queen of England, the book is On Duty with the Queen, My Time as a Buckingham Palace Press Secretary, a great read. Dickie Arbiter, thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure. John Sununu is next, folks. Don't go away.
Savvy Invest.